the last time you were actually in this studio, Olivia, it was like a drive-by session after performing
Right.
on live with Kelly and
Kelly and
Ryan.
I,
And now
yep.
we're doing this Zoom stuff. What's up,
I
man?
know. So much has changed since then. It's crazy.
So much. But one thing that hasn't, well, the smile that you've got on your face,
Oh,
that's remained the
thanks.
same. Second, I don't know if you remember this, but it was a TikTok, like a viral moment with All I Want, but now it's a whole nother viral message that the world is grabbing a hold on with driver's license. Dude,
Yep.
this has been
Craziness.
like,
Almost
this
like
is
almost like a year apart exactly too. It's crazy.
for sure, but two amazingly passionate songs. Um, I really want to get to the crux of driver's license and how it felt to let all these emotions out and have this record where everyone is really just loving and appreciating the story that you're telling.
Yeah. It's so surreal. I've always really loved driver's license and um after I wrote it and got it produced, like sometimes I would just like listen to it in the car because I felt like it's so accurately and clearly
Yeah.
described like all of these like really kind of convoluted, hard to explain emotions. And so I always loved it. And it's so surreal that people are loving it too. And it feels really awesome to you know, be able to make something that makes other people feel seen.
Yeah.
Gotten so many DMs from people being like, "Oh my gosh, like this is totally helping me through a really hard time that I'm going through." And, there's like older people like, in their 50s and they've been married for 25 years and they'll come up to me and they'll be like, "You know what? Like I'm happily married to my wife, but like this song like reminded me about my high school breakup and it like
Mm,
hurt." And I was like, "Wow, that's the coolest thing as a songwriter to be able to affect so many people, regardless of you know, gender or
yeah.
age or whatever,
You've created a timeless record. Have you been able to
Aw.
sit with the idea of this song being around, a part of wow, people's lives for years? I mean, yeah, this is going to be something that in the year 2046, people are going to remember this moment. Like it's even that's even like dumb to think about, but like to
Yeah.
know that you've been able to create a song that is going to withstand the test of time. Have you been able to smile about that?
I honestly haven't really thought about that. This is the first time I'm thinking about it, and that's crazy, and I hope that's true, and I just honestly feel so lucky that I get to be a songwriter in today's world, and it's so surreal that people wanna listen to what I have to say and that they resonate with it. That's just, always been my biggest
All
dream,
we're going to
so
have to do at any point in time is Google, if Google's still around, Google search SNL on, you know what I'm saying, Olivia's 18th birthday, and it's going to come
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Talk about that. When you saw that recreation, we saw that you did post some stuff on social media, but
Yeah.
were you tipped off to it? Did you just so happen to be watching the show with the family and all of a sudden you're like, holy cow?
I love SNL. I'm a huge SNL fan, and they actually, like, didn't tell me that Driver's License was gonna be on SNL. Um, one of my friends has a friend who is, like, works for SNL or some like,
Yeah.
associated with SNL in some way, and he called me, he's like, "Oh, I think they're gonna, like, talk about driver's license on SNL, like, maybe," and I was like, "Whoa, that's so cool. They're gonna, like,
Yeah.
mention driver's license, like, once for, like, 5 seconds? That's insane." And I had no idea that they were gonna create an entire sketch about it. It was so crazy. I just think being parodied on SNL is the biggest compliment and the
Yeah.
biggest honor, and, they did what I was just talking about, which I think is so cool, is that they talked about how, even older dudes can like relate
Yes.
to Driver's License, which is a song written by a teenage girl, which is one of my, favorite parts about Driver's License. So yeah, it was so surreal, and I
Yeah,
truly can't believe that
listen, I'm
happened.
I'm a dude. I connect to it also, and I know that in your mind when you were in that full on like sob sesh coming down and putting all your emotions out there, you weren't thinking about someone like me. You know what I mean? But the fact that I'm able to really hear these lyrics, and I remember being in my first car, driving
Right.
around, thinking like, she's oh my god, she hates me. Oh. It resonates, man. So
Yeah,
just
and also
congrats
you don't know,
on.
I could have been thinking about you the entire time I wrote that song. I was like, "You know what? Maxwell would love this
Don't give me
song."
that kind of hope, Olivia. Don't give me that kind of hope. Oh my gosh. Hey, I want to throw some questions out that I got from some fans, and they're really good. And 99% of the time, they're better at asking stuff than I
You know,
am.
they're
So
great.
I want to go
People are
with
so
this one from our
smart.
friend Mandy, who wants to know, yo, who's your fashion inspo?
My fashion inspo, that is a great question. My fashion inspo is this girl named Devin Lee Carlson.
Okay.
She's so amazing, and she has this like really cool Y2K style, and I stalk her Instagram like every day because I think she's just the coolest person alive.
All right, I got one from Steph who wants to know, oh, I like this. Your favorite either karaoke or just sing when nobody's watching song. Which song is it?
Ooh, okay. Karaoke song is What Makes You Beautiful by One Direction. If you ever have the aux and you play What Makes You Beautiful by One Direction, you'll have friends forever. Um, fantastic record. Yes.
Okay. Two more that I'm gonna throw your way. Now I know we're working EP stuff is going. Driver's License is the only beautiful song we're gonna get from you. What are you thinking, dude? How many songs are out there? Can you give us a number?
You know, I can't right now. I think people are going to be surprised, maybe. I don't
Okay.
know. I'm really excited. I'm working on it right now. I'm literally going to the studio after we get off this call to work on it.
Yo,
So,
all right, dude. I'm loving this. Okay. Couple more that I have here. I'm gonna throw in. I said it was gonna be two, but I have like some other ones that I need to go to. A lot of people have asked your writing method. Where is it that you go? Not only in your headspace, but maybe do you tuck, yourself in the bed and grab your notebook and go, or you in the closet? Like what's the writing method for Olivia?
yeah, I'm a big lyricist. I love lyrics. Whenever I listen to music, I always like resonate with the lyrics first and the music second.
Mm,
So usually songs start with lyrics for me. I'll just be like, minding my own business, doing my thing, and like thinking about something and being like, oh, like maybe that's like cool lyric. And I'll like write that down in my notes app. And like when I sit down at the piano, I'll like look through my notes and like try to find like a little bit of like a poem or, a little
yeah.
line that I wrote that resonates. But it also is different every time, and that's kind of the magic of songwriting. I've written a couple of songs on my project that started with me just like sitting on my guitar being like, oh, I should write something like, oh, this chords are cool, like,
Yeah.
maybe I can write about that. So it's different every time, but
Okay.
I think that's what makes it fun.
All right, here we go. This one is from, oh, I think I cut off the name, but my bad. It does have, yeah, I like screen printed, but I screwed it up. So
Oh, good.
forget the bonehead DJ here. I had this question for you because I remember having to wait in line for like 2 hours, and this is DMV related.
Okay.
Obviously, driver's license, but how long did you have to wait in line at the DMV before you got your driver's license?
Right. Okay, so for my permit, I think I waited probably like 30 minutes or so. It actually wasn't
Okay.
really awful, which
Not
I was
bad.
really happy about. But for my license, so you don't actually have to wait in line to get your license because it's like an appointment.
Yeah.
But I tried so many times to get my driver's license. I think I scheduled 2 appointments and I had to cancel one for filming High School Musical and one for COVID. And my third one, I flew all the way out from Salt Lake City, which is where we filmed the show, and I flew to LA just to take the test. And I got in the car and they were like, oh, check the blinkers. And I like checking the blinkers, and they're like, check your brake lights, and the brake lights work. And they're like, honk the horn. And I was like trying to honk the horn, and the horn on my mom's car didn't work that day for some reason. I have no idea
Yo.
why. Like there was some problem with my mom's horn in her car and she had no idea. And they were like, oh, your car's unsafe. We like can't take you out on the road. And I was like, for the horn? For the horn? What? And so I cried in the DMV parking lot and flew back to Salt Lake City without my driver's license. But the next time I came back to LA and got my driver's license, I also got a song out of it. So I guess it's worth it. But
Listen,
I was devastated.
the dude up there or the woman up there works in mysterious ways.
Yeah,
there is a reason that horn did not work.
You're so
Wow.
right. You're so right. Everything was meant to be.
I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. Listen, all this is so special. The accolades that you're receiving, the amount of support that you're getting, the fact that people are taking this record and they're making it their own, and they're taking your art and they're creating their own art from it. That is because, and I said this before to you, that's because it's just you genuinely doing you, being you, not trying to create something that isn't authentic. And by doing that, your name is going to be written in the history books, dude. I'm telling you, prepare yourself when this COVID stuff lifts to be on a plane out here in New York, hanging out as a part of Taylor's squad, homie. All this stuff is going to happen because of you staying so true to your heart. And I just want to say, on behalf of all the fans, thank you for being you, Olivia. It means the world to all of us that you're.
You are too kind. You are
No,
too kind. Thank you so much
I
for
mean it.
having me. I
We're just
really,
riding
really appreciate
shotgun in the
you.
car. You're the driver. You know what I'm saying? We're just saying
Yep.
thank you for stopping and not charging the surcharge like Uber, homie.
Incredible. You're the greatest.
Girlfriend, I can't wait till we can hug it out in real life. Miss you to
Yeah.
pieces, but immensely proud of everything that you've been able to do thus far in this wacky year and a half that we've been dealing with this. All right.
Ugh, thank you. I appreciate you so much. It was so much fun.
You're very welcome. Take care, love. We'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.